Hi, good morning. We are on page 10. I'm feeling better, not all the way better, but better. Okay, page 10. We were with Noah and the ark had come to rest on the mountain. By the first day of the first month of Noah's 601st year, I remember we said he'd been in there for a full year, the water had dried up from the earth. Noah then removed the covering from the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was dry. By the 27th day of the second month, the earth was completely dry. Let me see, Whitney. I was trying to figure out how long that was. Okay, I can't figure that out. Okay. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number on it." So Noah came out, together with his sons and his wife and his sons' wives. All the animals and all the creatures that move along the ground and all the birds, everything that moves on the land, came out of the ark, one kind after another. That's interesting, they came out one kind after another. But notice that they didn't come out until when?
Until the
God said
to
come out. They didn't come out until he gave the word. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. And never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done." Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts of the earth." So here is right here. Did you hear that sentence?
Yeah.
He told Noah to be fruitful and multiply. He had also given that command to who? Do you remember?
Adam?
Yeah, to Adam and Eve. He told them to be fruitful and multiply. Now he's giving it to Noah, because they're starting again. But now, instead, he said, "The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts of the earth." So this is why when you approach an animal, what did the animals do? Run away.
Yeah,
Or
I guess
either
that means that they used to be friendly.
Yeah, used to be nice.
I mean,
Friendly.
I knew that they were always friendly in the Garden of Eden, but I didn't know they were friendly even after.
I didn't know that either. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts of the earth and all the birds in the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. So they still have dominion. No, he's giving Noah again dominion over the animals. Then God said to Noah and his sons, "I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, the birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals, all those that came out of the ark with you, every living creature on earth. I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." So the covenant is with all living creatures, not just Noah and his family. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth." So one thing I like to point out about the rainbow is that the rainbow is formed. Do you know how the rainbow is formed?
By rain. I mean,
Well, that's true.
It's formed when the sun, so it shines through.
Watch out for the things.
It's formed when the sun shines through the raindrops.
It shines through the clouds, and clouds are made up of bits of water that are surrounded by dust. And I like that because it's like light is shining through a droplet of water that's surrounding a dust particle. And we're made of dust. And it's a picture of dust, which is us, being surrounded by water, which is who?
God.
God, well, Jesus. Water gives us a picture of Jesus, and then the light shining through, which is God, and it gives us a picture of the rainbow. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth. The earth recovered from this great flood. Animal and plant life flourished. Noah's family repopulated the earth. The cycle of life continued, and people remembered God. Ancient businesses grew, homesteads and farms developed, and trade routes brought wealth and opportunity for travel. It was time for God's next move, time to build a nation in a land that would become the culture and ethnic home to, well, that part of the story is yet to come. Abram, whose name God later changed to Abraham, had all the wrong qualifications for being a founder of God's nation. His relatives worshipped idols in a country far from what would become the promised land. Abram and his wife Sarai, whose name God later changed to Sarah, were way beyond childbearing years, and Sarai couldn't get pregnant. No children meant no people to populate God's nation. No problem. God promised the impossible to Abram, and Abram watched as the impossible occurred. And here's how it happened. So that's the end of chapter 1. We made it through a couple pages today. We're on page 12, and chapter 2 starts on page 13. So we'll stop there. Babes, you have anything else?
Yes, I do remember how, since it's not right to marry your brother or sister, but they unfortunately had to do that on the ark. You see, well, since they had to do it on the it's after the ark, because it's not like you could just go over and find a lady walking somewhere in the huge world, since there was no one but them. So the Lord made it so that it would be safe for brothers to marry sisters. But once there were enough people, he made it so it wasn't safe to do it anymore.
Yeah, so right now they were Noah's sons and their wives, so it was really cousins marrying cousins. So it was a little bit better, but even today you're not supposed to marry your first cousin. They would be first cousins. But back when Adam and Eve had children, brothers had to marry sisters because that's all there people there were.
Yeah, it's not like you could just go over and meet a lady at lunch and ask her out for dinner or something.
So, okay, we're going to stop there. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.